This is a small experiment of sourdough starter. I am going to use 2 very small seasoning jars, what I have on hand, because they're glass and that's all I have. I'm just using what I have. I'm also going to get creative and use, in place of regular filtered water, I'm going to start my sourdough bread with a clove grapefruit water, which is generally what I have sitting on the counter. I keep a grapefruit clove water at all times. And they say to choose a flour with high protein. However, this is all that I have. This flour says that it has 3 grams of protein per serving, per 4th cup of serving. I am also going to choose a container to take some flour from this bag. I'm going to use this. I'm going to sift this flour too, just to ensure that it has a good start. I'm going to sift the flour just because it's been sitting for a while. I'm going to use 2 chopsticks. How about 3? I'm going to use 3. Start with flour and water, and temperature and time. the importance because this is a daily process of adding more flour and adding more water and stirring gently. Another important factor, I believe, is that your placement, like where you are leaving these two jars and leaving them in the very same place all of the process requires that you give it a good home, a good comfortable home, so that its temperature remains consistent. Okay, so we have started with some sifted flour. I'm going to use sifted flour. And I don't believe the flour doesn't really matter, but they did say that protein was important. I'm choosing to use a regular. Also have since I'm using a small jar, I'm going to use a small. So this is going to be their little home. And I'm going to start with this is a 1/4 tablespoon, so it's going to be 1 tablespoon since they're so small. So this is a 1/4 tablespoon, so I'm going to use 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm choosing 4 because to me, in numerology, 4 is a very foundational number. So I'm using 4 of these little. Yeah, not to mention, this is a small experiment, so small jars. Okay, and I will use 4 tablespoons of water, or 1 tablespoon of flour, 1 tablespoon of water. Okay, 1/4, 2/4. Oops, let's get this out by. 3, 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 1/4 tablespoon, so it's going to turn out to be 1 tablespoon of flour, 1 tablespoon of water. And then thereafter, every day about the same time of day, and it's currently about 2 o'clock, nice time. Every day, about the same day, you'll come and add add another half of tablespoon. So I'll do 2 flours, a half a tablespoon of flour, a half tablespoon of flour every day at the same time. So you give it a stir, add additional flour, additional water every day for, let's say, 12 days. Some people it only takes 8 days for it to get going, but on the, I believe on the, let's see, if we do 12, let's see, on the 6th day, you will discard some of your flour. You'll discard some of the dough to use, maybe make a pancake. And then you'll keep going and adding and adding and adding until you have a proper sourdough starter. Okay, 12 minutes. I will give you all 12 minutes a day for 12 days. So we know, and I'm going to clean this up and cap it. Cap it and let it rest. One thing I'm not doing is leaving the light on, because I also believe that it does work during the dark, in the dark. It needs a proper time to sleep, rest, and I'm going to cap it. I'm going to wipe my cap off. So, and then loosely cap. I'm not tightening it. I'm just loosely setting the cap on top so that it can. So this is going to be the little placement of my sourdough starter home. Going to leave the flour resting there so that every day I come to feed it, it'll be comfortable. I'm going to wipe this off and make it very nice and pretty. Okay. Okay, so much for our little experiment, our daily experiment of creating a sourdough starter. Because I want to make bread. I'm going to make bread. Good day, guys.